Hello, Cancer. Welcome to Dove and Serpent Tarot. If Cancer is your sun, moon, or rising sign, this is your reading. Please hit the like button, leave a comment. Consider subscribing to the channel, especially if this reading resonates with you. And if there's anything you would like me to pray over or meditate upon or send positive energy toward, please let me know. Okay. Now, this is going to be a general reading, so try to be open and receptive to whatever may come through during our time together. I am merely the messenger, and I ask you to connect directly with each of these cards and use your own intuition to take you beyond the details that I might provide. And remember, Cancer, that the most important part of any tarot reading is you. And a Four of Swords. This is very good, very stable, kind of a peace of mind energy. I think that's really a fine way to start. Let's put this into some context, all right? We're going to use our Dove and Serpent spread. Ooh, already some good energy coming out. Wow, look at that. Wow, I like this. Yes, this looks very nice. We have a lot of good major arcane, a lot of good water energy. A lot of good fire energy. But let's do our mystery card, bonus card, confirmation card. We're going to select from the Smith-Waite Tarot. And this is just one card that we select at random. And we're going to just set it down right here. We'll put the alien on top. And we're not going to look at that until the very end. And hopefully, you know, that card will tie everything together and give us the confirmation that we need at the end. All right. So let's look at this now. We've got a couple of court cards here. There might be a couple of people that are close to you that are kind of involved in your life right now that are going to be significant as we go through this. So we have fire, we have water, we have a little bit of air, and as far as the earth energy goes, well, we've got the Prince of Discs, and we've got the Hermit, which is some Virgo energy. This is some earth energy. And then we've got the major arcana, obviously, with the Fool and the Hermit. And to have both of these together is pretty interesting because there's kind of a contrast, I think, between the two. They're not quite the same type of energy, right? So what is going on right now? Well, Four of Swords. This is telling me that you are someone who really appreciates, peace and quiet, right? I think that you like to have, you like to be calm and stable and settled. This is a good peace of mind. This is like, there's not a lot of frustration. This is a life that is just kind of easy. There's not a lot of stress going on right now. Right, I think that's good. This is a real calmness, yeah. And I think you're someone that appreciates that. I don't think I mean, who does anyway? Who likes turmoil and stress and conflict, you know? But I think Cancer in particular likes the quiet calm, right? Mentally just likes to be kind of peaceful, tranquil. We see it also in this Six of Cups. This is a life that's nice and easy. This is almost like we're just kind of relaxing by the beach, you know, just listening to the waves going in and out. We're not really thinking about much, not really stressed out about much. We're not really, there's not a lot of trouble. There's not a lot of problems going on. I feel like we have found a way to overcome the stress. We've overcome the turmoil, right? There's been challenges, and we've overcome them. Emotional challenges. I think we're at peace about something. I think that we have found the beauty and the harmony in our life, or we're aspiring to that now. I feel if we look at the way the cards are set up, we look at just the layout here. We have this peace of mind. We have this calmness of heart. Right? And this is right here in the center. But all around us, we see active energies. Well, except maybe for the 2, it's an even number, but we see a 7, we see a 3. We've got this Fool energy in the past, which is kind of aimlessness, unknown. This is chaos. This is maybe bad decisions, right? But now we're peaceful and calm. We've accepted everything. We're comfortable. We're at peace mentally and emotionally. We've overcome whatever the chaos was, whatever the turmoil in our heart was. It seems we've overcome it. Whatever has been bothering us mentally, stressing us out, causing confusion or frustration, it seems that we have calmed that down, right? But if we look over here at this Hermit, I almost feel like this is kind of your general energy, but I feel like this is how you're looking at the situation. You're looking at all of this calmness now, that maybe it's an idleness. Maybe you're feeling like you have, well, gone hermit mode. You know, that you have, the reason you have this peace and quiet and calm and balance and, you know, relative, happiness is because we've turned away from the world, right? Maybe you're kind of looking at this like, when I'm alone, I feel good. I feel calm. I feel balanced. I feel harmonious. I don't have a care or a thought in the world, right? But I think that you maybe believe that that's attained by getting away from everybody, getting away from everything that's stressful. Because the Hermit here is someone who, yes, can turn their back on the world, can go and sequester themselves, isolate themselves. So what I'm trying to say is you're looking at this situation as perhaps not being real, right? That there's this peace and this tranquility and this calm, but it's an illusion. It's only there because you are not engaged with the things that would usually cause you some stress, with all of this Fool energy, right? So I wonder how much of this is real and how much of this is perception. I think there's going to be a bit of both, right? I think that perhaps you are choosing to not engage so much in those things that cause you so much stress. But at the same time, I don't feel like you've gone full Hermit. I think we're somewhere between Fool and Hermit right now. All right. And it's easy to see things this way. And I think it's kind of a common Cancer thing where we see that we're doing positive things, that we're in a good headspace, a good heart space, right? Things are going all right. I feel pretty good. But it's not. It's just because I've chosen to like not do anything, you know. It's easy to feel calm and peaceful when you stay away from the world, right? It's easy to feel calm and zen-like and tranquil when you're, you know, just sitting alone at the beach. You know, but as soon as that beach fills up with people, well, it's a different story. So it's kind of this feeling like we feel so good when we're alone, but that must mean that it's not a real attainment. It's not a real peace. It's not a real harmony. It's not a real tranquility because we only feel it when we're alone and isolated from everything else. But this, I think, is how you're viewing it, right? And I don't think that's quite the case. We have Fool energy in the past, and I kind of feel like this is what we've tried to overcome. The chaos, the unpredictability, the Fool. This is all of everything all at once. This is overstimulation. This is too many sense impressions rushing in. This is a lot of loud noises, a lot of flashing lights, right? This is the carnival that could be in our head and in our heart. We could be in the middle of the arcade or something, and we're a little bit overwhelmed. This is all of our senses being flooded. This is the inability to really filter out sights and sounds, you know, and feelings. So I wonder if this is what we've been trying to overcome. And maybe it feels like, oh, we have, until we remember that, oh, it's just because I'm choosing not to go outside. So we feel like, oh, I've managed to adjust to this environment. Because you know what, with this Fool energy, I feel like this is true for everyone. I think everywhere we go, there's more and more stimulation. You go get gas and it's just a TV and a loudspeaker, right? Everywhere we go, there is sound effects and music and voices yelling everywhere. And, maybe I'm a Cancer too. I don't know if I've said that. I'm a solar Cancer. And I feel this. I feel this reading already pretty deeply. When I go out, I feel that. I feel the rush of sense impressions. For me, being out in nature, in a forest, at the beach, just by a lake, in a park, whenever I can find a little patch of grass somewhere, that's where I feel the peace and the tranquility and the calmness. I feel everything is okay. But then we get back to the city. We get back to the carnival and the arcade that is just the everyday world. And to me, it's just a lot of noise, a lot of sight, a lot of, everything flooding in all at once. And that's the Fool energy. There's no real filter on this. Okay. It's interesting with the Fool energy too that the Fool represents that Virgo energy, which is that that natural energy, right? The ability of the natural environment, the earth, a park, a lake, a field, being close to nature, right, has this effect on you. So this is an accurate way that you're perceiving these. When I'm kind of isolated and it's just me and the natural world, or maybe you at home or whatever, but I think it both really applies, because out in nature, that is our home, right? Or when you're in your own room, that's home as well. That's where we feel this kind of tranquility, right? But I think that we're also doing a fair job of overcoming these challenges too when we are out in the world. Here's a 7 of Wands. This is up above everything. This is the confidence that we want to be able to meet with the insanity of the outside world, right? The complete, just over-the-top, exaggerated world that we live in, where everything is loud and bright and flashing. And I'm not saying that's true. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that. But as far as our experience of it goes and how it affects us internally, right? We're looking for the power to stand up to that. We're looking for the power to be an equal force to that, to not step out into that, I don't even know what to call it, into that carnival, and not feel like it is squishing us, right? Or it's pushing us deeper into our little crab shell. So this is what we're aspiring to, this confidence to stand up to that, to be out in the middle of this, this fair, this carnival, this circus, and to not really have it bother us so much, right? To be able to kind of stand up to it energetically. So I feel like that's what we're aspiring to. Now, what else is driving us is this 3 of Cups. The 3 of Cups is this, we want to create love and beauty in our life. We want to find ways. See, this card's ruled by Mercury in Cancer. This is the plan, the inner kind of drive for a Cancer we want love, we want beauty, we want home, we want every place we go to feel like a loving family vibe. We want this 4 of Swords, 6 of Cups to be everywhere in the world, everywhere we go, right? It's interesting that we have the 3 of Cups as our drive, and then the 6 of Cups is the experience of that. So we have this aspiration to create love and harmony and beauty in the world, to experience it everywhere we go. And then the 6, this is us now having that. We've achieved it. right? This is the beauty and harmony and love and affection and kindness that now we're experiencing in the world, right? The Three of Cups within us, and then the Three of Cups externally. So we've got the 6. I think that's really what we're striving for, and it's difficult to have this or to experience this when we so very often get overwhelmed and overstimulated kind of by all of this, all of the impressions that are flooding in to our consciousness. So maybe what we need is this Two of Wands, this choice. This kind of looks like a little valve, right, that we can turn and just kind of try to slow things down. Try to make the choice to filter out 99% of the energy around us. I mean, the human brain and nervous system already does that, right? Could you imagine if we were just receivers of all of the energy that was flooding in at us constantly 24 hours a day? We think it's overwhelming now. I mean, that would be literally intolerable. So we can try to do things to tighten that valve a little bit, right? To create a filter that's a little bit more dense so that not as much gets into us. And maybe there are practical ways to do this. Maybe we could all leave some comments with some suggestions on how we might go about filtering out some of this burden of sense impressions, right? Because I feel like you have this very strong drive to get out there and experience love, create beauty and success. But I just feel like in our minds anyway, we feel like the only way that I can do that or have that is when I am withdrawn from those very loud and bright light situations. You know, when I'm alone in nature or when I'm alone at home, then I can experience this. But I want to experience this out in the world, you know, to be part of, part of this Wheel of Fortune, right? Which we'll get to. So I think that these actually go like that. I think there are practical ways, things that we can choose to do, actions that we can take that can, give us a little bit more of this confidence that we're looking for. And it might just be a little bit of immersion therapy. There might be some stemming techniques or something like this. Let's all try to research and think and maybe share some ways that we can build up this kind of confidence of being, in these environments. And maybe this isn't resonating with you. Maybe this isn't so much of a general thing for you. Maybe this is in a particular environment, right? Maybe we're talking about a work environment or a family environment, a home environment, maybe with certain friends. We feel this kind of overwhelmed energy. But when we distance ourselves from that group, right? When we go home after work, when we leave the family group, when we get away from those particular friends, we feel peace and calm and tranquil and harmony, tranquility. So it really depends on where you're experiencing this. And I'm just speaking generally, like just the life as a circus. But your circus could be a particular place or a group of people, okay? But we're trying to, the point of it is we're trying to learn ways that we can have that loving, connected, spiritual experience, that peaceful, pleasurable, tranquil, just loving experience in every situation, and not feel like we have to retreat from a particular situation in order to feel that way. I think that's kind of the message here. So the Seven of Wands is a big thing here, because this is the confidence for us to go into any situation and create what we want. Create the experience. What kind of experience do you want to have? What is your Three of Cups? This is the experience we want to have. And this is the confidence that we need to go out into the world and have it. In any situation, we can create that experience. Okay. So now we're going to move to the path of the Serpent now. And we see in the environment this air energy, and that's a Prince of Swords. It's air on air. This is perhaps the overwhelming air that we see with the Fool. Now, the Fool's just kind of a, generally speaking, the universe is just all energy and all impressions. Unfiltered, it would be absolute chaos, right? Absolute overwhelming chaos, the amount of energy and, particles and waves that are just, it would be literal insanity. But with the Prince of Swords here, this is kind of our own particular experience, right? This is things that are being filtered already by your mind and brain and nervous system. But it still might seem a little bit chaotic. Again, this is kind of double air, so it's just like there's still a lot. We're filtering it, but there's still quite a bit of it. This card could also be, for some of you, it might be just one particular person. When you get around this person, you feel an influx of this. You feel the opposite of this, okay? The peace of mind, the tranquility of heart. When you get around this air sign person, you kind of feel the opposite way. For some of you, it might be this way. But this is representing whatever environment we're talking about. Could be generally the outside world. It could be a particular group of friends, family. It could be when you go to work, right? Or when you go to school. Wherever it is. I think that this represents that. Okay. That we're still filtering out like 99% of the chaos, but that last 1% is enough to make us want to just kind of go and hide in the forest or something, or up on a mountain. Now, I think with the Two of Wands, I think this is the way forward, the choice that we need to make, things that we can do practically speaking, right? And then we, of course, with the Prince of Discs or Pentacles, this is us doing the practical work to kind of filter out all of the noise that's left in our environment. And now we're able to function as we will because we have learned these techniques, right? So the Two of Wands is going to take us from this air energy up to that earth energy, okay? We're left with the Wheel of Fortune. Now, the Wheel of Fortune, it's in the position of what we don't want, but maybe we could look at this as the obstacle, our fear, our worry, our concern. What we don't want is to miss out on our destiny. We don't want to miss out on the opportunity for us to create our destiny. This is kind of in this position, is kind of an underachieving. This is not taking advantage of all of the gifts, all of the abundance that is yours. Everything that you were endowed with from Spirit when you were born, right? And that you've learned through your life, that you've developed, the person that you are, and the life that could be, the person that you could be, that we can grow into. We don't want to feel like we've shortchanged ourselves. We don't want to feel like we've been given this tremendous opportunity, but we're not taking advantage of it, right? This is opportunity that's knocking at your door. We don't want to feel like we're just kind of plugging our ears and saying, I don't want to open the door. So we do want the fortune. We want this Jupiter expansive. We want the faith and the hope and the trust in the universe. We want to have this confidence, this Seven of Wands, to go out into the world and create the kind of life that we want. See, the Six of Cups kind of looks like the Wheel of Fortune. It's the same kind of shape here. So we want to create this opportunity. We want to feel at home in the world so that we can create the life that we are destined for. Now, I don't know if I believe in fate or destiny. I feel like we create it as we go, or I feel like there's perhaps a life that's waiting for us that we can fully attain if we make the right choices. If we choose to to build that life. It's there for us in theory, but it's up to us to choose that. And I think the Two of Wands here is very crucial. That's the choice. Moving forward, there has to be choice of action, of building confidence, doing practical things so that we can create the life that is meant for us. Now let's look at that mystery card. Our alien here, their name is Simon Mork Ripley. We have decided on a name, so thank you, Mork. As far as this thing goes, the mystery card, well, we've already got the Wheel of Fortune. We've already got a nice 6, a nice stability here. That's kind of what we experience sometimes, or what we want to experience all the time. Maybe some more earth energy. Maybe we need something solid, like a 10 or a 9 of Pentacles. But, really what I'd like to see, because we got this Fool energy, we got the earth energy over here, right? So to me, these two cards kind of suggest the world as a whole, right? The whole of the universe, the totality of the universe, being one of chaos and just like overstimulation, right? Too much. All of the energy of the universe being just absolute chaos and insanity. I would like to see something that kind of shows us the other side of that, how we can seize the whole world. We can be part of the whole world. I want this to be the world, right? Maybe the mystery card should be the world, or the universe card. The world, since we're in the Smith-Waite Tarot. And I think that would really be the perfect way for us to kind of get all of these 3 major arcana combined, right? I bet it is. Let's see. World. Yeah, the World card. This is showing that we can be comfortable. We can be, indeed, I think we are the whole world, the whole universe, right? Because we are that same energy. So I feel like this is really about us claiming the whole world, taking advantage, feeling like we are it. We are a part of it. We belong in this. This maybe is what we're striving for, right? That there's no separation. We're not at odds with the universe. It's not that I'm out here in the world and everything is kind of bombarding me. No, it's all energy and we're all flowing together. We're all connected. This is kind of that mystical experience that we're looking for. I think this is accomplished through making the choices to do the practical steps, to build the confidence, to take advantage, and to manifest the life that we're meant for. This is saying, hey, the world is yours. Just let's take it. Right? Seize the day, seize the night, seize what is yours. This is the perfect confirmation. Couldn't get any better than this. Love this one. Yeah. We're going to do an extended. If you want to stick around, click up here. Thank you so much for being here. I think we needed this. I hope this resonated with you. Leave me some comments. Let's share some suggestions and some ideas. Let's help each other. Let's build this community. All right. Thank you for letting me read for you, and thank you for being the most important part of Dove and Serpent Tarot.